So here's Hank Blank's networking tips for those who hate to network. I've spoken to companies and organizations across the country on networking. I didn't start that way. I started like everybody else, by going to networking events with friends and talking to people I know. I was socializing, but I called it networking. People always tell me that they aren't wired for networking and that networking isn't in their comfort zone. While speaking to companies and organizations wasn't originally in my comfort zone. However, with practice, you get better at things. The same applies to networking. Networking's a journey. To get really good at something, you have to do it repeatedly. It's the same thing with networking. Some people try it once or twice and call it a day. You don't stop eating after a bad meal in a restaurant. So here are some tips on how those who hate to network can become great networkers. First, talk to people. Talk to everyone always. Everyone you encounter every day. It's about an attitude of engagement and how you live your life. Talk to your barista, the person at the laundry, your neighbors, the UPS store person, the checkout person at your grocery store, people at the gym. Everyone, every day. It becomes easier with time. You will become a better networker, and more importantly, you will live a richer life. Next, carry your business cards all the time and hand them out to people you meet and connect with. The worst place to keep your cards is in your wallet or a purse. The best place for your cards is in your hand or in your pocket, where they're readily accessible. You never know when that important connection is going to take place. I got my first gig when I started Blank & Associates, having a glass of wine in my neighborhood bar, the Salt Creek Grill. I was having a glass of wine around the fire and somebody joined me and we started talking about wine. He asked me what I did. I crossed my fingers and said I had an advertising and public relations firm, as I had been in business for 4 days. I had business cards though. He mentioned that his company needed a brochure and they became my first client. Then, listen. Listening is one of the most powerful tools in networking. When you approach two people, listen to what they are talking about. That provides the platform for engagement. Listening helps you find the common ground. Then, here's another tip. Compliments lead to connections. Everybody likes to be complimented. Compliment people about their cards, their dress, their shoes, or other simple things. Trust me, you will start talking. I also love accents because I get to travel and learn about the different backgrounds of people. I've met Armenians, South Africans, Canadians, French, Germans, and even Slovenians like my friend Tatiana Richards, who I met at a networking event. It is easy to say, "Hey, I love your accent. Where are you from?" You are not alone even if you go by yourself. You have something to offer. I have met many people who are not the most outgoing, but they have become valuable resources in my life because I engage with them. I know a great networker here in Orange County named Tina Wilson. Tina is a great voiceover talent and even a jazz singer. I run into her at networking events with her seeing eye dog, Donovan. She doesn't let anything stop her from networking. Most of our networking inhibitions are self-imposed. Hey, and here's my buddy Tina. How are you, Tina?
I'm great. How are you, Hank?
Oh, doing well. Hey, I never thought that this would happen. So tell me a little bit about why you like to network.
I really enjoy people, number one, and I like to network because you can learn about what other people do and how they got into what they do. And I also enjoy the fact that I can go to a networking event alone. I actually do much better when I go alone than when I go with friends because you can sit with your friends and that's all you can do. But when you're alone, you have to talk to people.
Yeah, I always think it's like a journey. You know what? Every time I go to a networking event, it just leads me to somebody else in another place, another time, another country. It's not something you plan. It's just you end up going there. And when you leave in a car, I just kind of reflect like, wow, that was terrific.
Exactly.
So you have any other thoughts?
I just really enjoy going to different events and the different types of people that you meet, and I'm not intimidated by it at all. And I would say to other people that there's no reason to be nervous because it's just talking to people. It's just building relationships.
I agree. I think it's the same thing. So, hey, what about a couple of jazz songs?
Well, I'm actually performing at Andre's Restaurant in Irvine right now. And to hear more, you can visit my website at TinaWilsonTalent.com.
Hey, I'm going to go check it out. Thanks, Tina.
Thank you.
To contact me to speak to your company or organization, just send me an email to hank@hankblank.com or visit my website, www.hankblank.com. Happy networking.